Welcome to another episode of Clear Cut Finance. We would like to shed some light on the ongoing legal battle over Butch Stewart's multi-billion-dollar empire, and also examine if it would be easier to transition into a public company rather than remain private family-owned. The conflict revolves around Butch's will and control of the prized Sandals hotel empire, held in a Bahamian trust. The dispute pits the Jamaican family of Adam, Jaime, and Brian against the U.S.-based Hammersmith Stewart and her 3 children with Butch. The Jamaican family contends that Trevor Patterson, Butch Stewart's long-trusted lawyer, who allegedly made amendments to the will just before Stewart's passing. Adam Stewart has filed an affidavit in court claiming that Patterson fabricated a document and misled the trustee, which could have added new beneficiaries to the trust, including Butch's common-law spouse. Digital forensic experts, including Dr. Nicholas Sharples and Nick Ellison from Kroll Advisory Ltd., have analyzed the metadata of the disputed document and found that it was created and modified by Patterson on January 10, 2021, just 6 days after Butch Stewart's death. The situation has raised questions about the integrity of the estate management and the true intentions of Butch Stewart. The outcome of the court case and the resolution of the family infighting remain to be seen. The American family, through the executors, are seeking a Jamaican Supreme Court order to conduct an urgent red flag audit of the Adam Stewart-led ATL group. This comes after concerns were raised about the operations of the companies since Butch's passing in January 2021. The executors alleged that Adam assumed the title of executive chairman of Gorstu without proper authority and formed a new board of directors, excluding the appointed members. They allege that in around 2022, there was an increase by over 50% in management and employee costs in ATL, noting that this has happened where Butch is no longer on the company's payroll. They also claim that the company's resources have been used to fund and/or pay persons affiliated with Adam Stewart's personal business ventures, and that there are allegations that Adam has been taking loans from the ATL Group pension fund. Alleged discrepancies in Gorstu's finances and unexplained mass resignations by employees in that entity's accounts department were also raised. The executors' push for the audit comes months after Sandals Resorts International delayed the payout of over $6 billion to 9 beneficiaries named in Butch's will. The payout was deferred due to economic pressures on the hotel group, with the final installment to be made by April 2025. Adam and his siblings, Jaime and Brian, are fighting back, asking the court to remove 2 of the executors, Trevor Patterson, Butch's personal lawyer, and Cheryl Hammersmith Stewart, his common-law widow. The siblings accuse Patterson and Hammersmith Stewart of misconduct and hostility. Would it have been better Butch Stewart transitioned his business to a public-owned company while retaining controlling shares rather than keeping it private? Let's examine this question. What are the pros to keeping his business private? 1. Control and autonomy. Family members maintain complete control and decision-making authority. 2. Flexibility. Private companies can make quick decisions without needing to disclose information publicly. 3. Confidentiality. Financial information and business strategies remain private. 4. Long-term focus. Private companies can prioritize long-term goals over short-term profits. 5. Tax benefits. Private companies may enjoy tax benefits such as pass-through taxation. Cons. 1. Limited access to capital. Private companies may struggle to raise capital as they can issue public stock. 2. Limited liquidity. Family members may find it difficult to sell their shares or exit the business. 3. Succession challenges. Private companies often face challenges in transitioning leadership and ownership to the next generation. 4. Regulatory compliance. Private companies must still comply with various regulations, which can be time-consuming and costly. Succession challenge is pretty much one of the biggest issues at play here. Pros in becoming a publicly traded company. 1. Access to capital. public companies can raise capital by issuing stocks and bonds. 2. Increased liquidity. Publicly traded shares provide liquidity for shareholders. For talent attraction and retention, public companies can offer stock options and other incentives to attract and retain top talent. 5. Market valuation. Public companies receive a market valuation which can help determine the company's worth. Cons in becoming a publicly traded company. 1. Loss of control and autonomy. Public companies are subject to regulatory requirements, shareholder expectations, and market pressures. 2. Increased transparency and disclosure. Public companies must disclose financial information and business strategies publicly. 3. Short-term focus. Public companies may prioritize short-term profits over long-term goals to meet shareholder expectations. 4. Increased regulatory compliance. Public companies are subject to more stringent regulatory requirements, which can be time-consuming and costly. 5. Risk of hostile takeovers. Public companies are vulnerable to hostile takeovers, which can lead to a loss of control and autonomy. Weighing the pros and cons, it probably would have served Butch Stewart better to actually go public to reap the true value of his company and to help with a proper succession plan. There you have it, folks. This has been another episode of Clear Cut Finance. Let us know how you feel about the legal saga and should Butch Stewart have gone public with his company. Leave all those comments in the section below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.